Chu, ever hungry, never satisfied, employed murder itself to become prime minister, as well as supreme commander of the Imperial Guard. He has used his power to become one of the worst tyrants in history. Had Cao Chu been more powerful when he persuaded a weak young emperor to make him supreme commander, he might well have killed the general he ousted. Cao and China both will yet be glad he kept the good general Hu Yanqiu alive.
General, I returned as soon as I could. The news is as we feared. The King of Liao has broken all treaties. Even now, he and a huge army are invading China at Tongchenghua. We tried to stop them. They sent the whole fourth army, led by Old Invincible. General Huan Lung was defeated.
General Huan Lung is beaten?
He lost and was completely routed, very nearly killed. He just got away, and none of his soldiers, not a single one of his entire army managed to escape from it. An entire army wiped out.
Too many soldiers to die.
The story is that Cao Chu's in trouble, that the Emperor is very displeased with him, General. But you would be much safer in the fortress.
Yes, except what's the use of being safe? If Cao loses China now, what does the Emperor's displeasure matter?
Our finest general. And Cao Chu keeps him away on the news. Barbarians only dare invade us because of such foolishness. And they wiped out the whole fourth army.
The general should go and see the Emperor. He would act if only he knew the truth.
But he doesn't. While Cao Chu controls everything, the general won't get anywhere near His Majesty. And Cao Chu is going to make certain that's how it will stay.
Not for much longer. With luck, anyway. Meanwhile, we kick our heels. It doesn't have anything to do with luck. You don't think anyone like Cao Chu believes in luck? That man wants our general dead.
And China, too.
What was he thinking, China's greatest general, made impotent through politics? A tiny corner of a map as yet, but set a light to it, and how soon will the whole be consumed?
Mourn the slaughter of the many. Victory, they say, must be celebrated like a funeral. Mourn the slaughter of so many. Yet how do you celebrate defeat? How do we celebrate a cancer upon the body of China?
A whole army, it passes belief. You say the enemy surprised you. You surprised the Emperor, Lord Invincible. His Majesty wonders how he came to choose you. His Majesty will continue to wonder about it, since you will not be seeing him.
What are you saying? I've the right of audience. I must see His Majesty to explain to him myself.
The Emperor suggested that you kill yourself. I persuaded him otherwise. I'm a man who believes mercy should soften justice. In his wisdom, then, the Emperor orders you to live. To live and serve in his imperial army. Only as the humblest of private soldiers.
Cao Chu.
I have a small suggestion, if I may, sir. If the Emperor is disturbed by your choice again, there's only one thing to do. The new expedition needs a new commander, and who, sir, better than yourself?
I shall have to give the matter some thought. Risk myself. The man it needs, of course, is Hu Yanqiu. But how can I safely give him the army? And who are you?
Hu Yanqiu-san. Hu Yanyi, Commander.
Hu Yanyi? Son of the former commander?
That's quite correct, sir. The general was once supreme commander.
Now, if the father loves his little soldier boy, the general is vulnerable. He can have an army without using it to threaten me.
When Cao was satisfied that father did love son, the rider sped to the remotest part of China. He bore Cao's message, recalling General Hu Yanqiu to glory and to tragedy.
General, a messenger from the capital.
Messenger?
For you, sir.
Give him some food.
Yes?
Yes, sir. Hold on to me.
Perhaps Cao's not so wicked after all, if he has sense enough to trust me.
There's news of General Hu Yanqiu. He's been seen quite near here. He's been recalled to the capital. No one knows why, but it's rumored he's being reinstated.
If you were right, soldiers must never be political.
Sir.
That is the pathway to nothing but disaster, Lin Chong. I too am concerned.
General, why?
I'm going to be transferred very shortly.
You transferred?
And I'm to be replaced by the Emperor's favorite, Cao Chu.
Cao Chu? The guards to be commanded by such a man?
Lin Chong, you say nothing. You're thinking about your old general, aren't you? I know it. What are you thinking? Why do you torture your heart and with such thoughts? Answer me, Lin Chong. You'd have been going too. Going with your old general if you were still in the Imperial Guard. You'd have been his adjutant. Liang Shanpo is trying to defeat Cao Chu. Now there's invaders to help us.
Fu Sanyang, what we are fighting for is the downfall of Cao Chu. It can't help us having Hans invading the Empire.
Of course not.
And if there was anything we could do to help, Liang Shanpo would go to China's aid.
I see.
Do you see, I wonder?
You're right, Lin Chong. Still a brave soldier. We can't hand over China to the Tartars. Even so, poor Cao Chu, caught between Liang Shanpo and an invading army. It can't be easy for him. Lin Chong, where are you going?
To talk to Hu Yanqiu!
Can't I come with you? Lin Chong!
No!
Wait!
General Hu Yanqiu, do you remember me, sir? I used to serve under you.
Oh, yes, Lin Chong. You're famous now.
Not by choice. May I congratulate you, sir, on your new command.
Lin Chong, a soldier like you cannot be an outlaw.
Made so by Cao Chu, we none of us chose to be outlaws. Such a tyrant as Prime Minister, someone must stand against him.
I can't listen to this. What do you want with me?
When I heard, sir, heard of this invasion, these barbarians can't be allowed to conquer China. General, Lian Shanpo is not just a collection of outlaws and robbers. We're a large, trained army. We're loyal to the real China.
Enough! You forget that China has my loyalty as well.
You forget Cao Chu uses your loyalty.
Lin Chung, while I'm a soldier, I can't listen to treason. Have you forgotten what I once said to you? Politics?
It's not a perfect world. It could be less ugly one day. One day, if men like you would join us to fight evil. One day, perhaps you'll need another army. On that day, call on us. Lian Shanpo will help fight the invaders.
Lin Chung, I thank you for that generous offer. But you know it's not in my power to accept it. I bid you farewell.
I pray heaven go with you.
Yes, thank you, Lin Chung. Perhaps China needs both heaven and the sword.
Saddle sore, weary, General Hu reached the capital.
On loan, a general?
No longer Hu Yanzhou.
Why? Is this something you've done to yourself? Resigned your general's sword? I need to consult with you about the invaders, General.
I can't advise you. Cao Chu ordered that I become a private soldier. And I think the humiliation is just. I was defeated and lost my entire army. I shall go back to the front and be killed.
Oh. Stand on your own feet, General. No humiliation is ever just. Is it for us to choose success or failure? Which did you choose? You lost your troops, and that's enough punishment. You're a general. I shall need all of your tactical experience. Which is why you should stop accepting humiliation and come back to the war on my staff.
I can only thank you for your kindness. Of course, I shall help, even if it costs my life. And with that enemy, it well might.
I give you a single chance against the enemy.
I shall fight as many times as is required. Because, Cao Chu, had we all been ready, no one would have dared to invade the Empire. You must remedy the neglect that brought us to this.
All right, take the time you need. Fight as many battles as you like. Just drive out the invaders. Wait a moment.
My son.
I thought you'd be glad to see him before you left. I sent for him.
Cao Chu, I've a request to make.
I expected you.
I'd like my son to come with me on this latest campaign. It would be a valuable experience. And he'd be very useful to me in many ways.
I regret I must refuse. I've been assured that you're loyal. I know you're the best soldier in the Empire. And so, I've been thinking very hard what I might do to reward your efforts in advance. How better to reward you than through your son? I'll supervise his training. While he's in my care, he'll be given the best experience. You can surely see the advantages to his being under the protection of the Prime Minister of China. How could I give you a better farewell present?
The cruel are frightened. Now he held a hostage. Cao felt safe to let the general lead troops out of the capital.
Now we must leave each other. No one knows what the future may bring, so I give you this sword. It was your grandfather's. Learn to use this sword well, as you use the gift of life. Only use it honestly. Always fearlessly, never fearfully. Mean what you do with it. Then your life will have meaning.
General, with great respect, sir. Please, may I not come with you after all?
I'm sorry, Liu. I must have someone I can trust to look after my son.
How true, General. Perhaps it is possible he wants your son to be a hostage. And if that were so, shouldn't we take him with us for safety?
Yes, you could be right. But the safety of China is my priority. He can have my boy. I don't ask you to go into this danger except for a good reason. Huyan, I think Tao would never give an army to any strong general now without some such arrangement.
You're right, Father.
Yes. Not all wars are fought with swords.
Then General Hu Yanqiu led his armies out to meet the invaders. With heaven and his sword, wherever he met them, the good general put to flight the alien invaders.
He's still undefeated. They say he's fought 7 battles and won them all. And all the while his losses are small. No one can deny now that the man's a great commander.
That's why I chose him.
His Majesty is pleased. In fact, the talk is your chosen generals to be decorated. And that's not all the attendants say. The general's success reflects well on the man who chose him next the emperor. He's very pleased with you.
Really? His Majesty begins to show a little good taste.
For all Cao's jealousy, news of such victories spread through all China until it reached even Lin Zhong's ears. A certain young man, blood fired by youth and patriotism, also felt a kind of jealousy that his father should be fighting real enemies and not just targets.
Can this be your arrow?
I thank you for it. Oh, that was very good. Would you give me instruction? I'm very sorry. It's my father's sword, and a fine one indeed. Sorry.
Your father's sword? It's beautiful.
Yes, I know. He gave it to me to use.
I'll give you a lesson.
I would be grateful. My respect, sir. Who are you?
You shouldn't hear my name.
Well, I'm still grateful.
A nice enough youth. Lin Chung, you look as if you recognized him.
He's grown, but he's the son of Hu Yanzhou. Back again? You've been away a long time.
I can't sit reading when I think of my father. I wish I was him.
What's wrong with your sword?
Just checking to see if it is nicked or anything. I met a lady fencer.
Oh, lady.
It's extraordinary. A woman, yet so skillful with two swords.
There's nothing extraordinary about a woman fencing. You should have seen your own mother. Better than most of the men I've ever met.
Mother? She was good with a sword? Yes. Of course you knew my mother, didn't you? You knew she died giving birth to me. Everyone said she was so gentle and sweet. Now you tell me she was skilled with a sword.
Ah, no. So long ago, I got it all wrong.
Well then, I'd like to know who they were.
Would you? Liang Shangpo?
Yang Shangpo?
That's right. She must have been Hu Sanyang, if she was as good as you tell me.
Why then the other must have been Lin Chung.
Oh, you met Lin Chung, did you? Lin Chung and I were once, long ago, both aides to your father.
Lin Chung was even better. Wonderful with his sword.
Lin Chung's an outlaw, though. You should never have talked to them. Never mind practicing with them.
Never again. Anyway, they've taught me everything they know. Lin Chung. I wish I'd known he was Lin Chung. So that's why he was so good with his sword.
You made me forget. Here, a letter from your father, and news of another great victory. He's got them all running. If only they'd keep on running to Mongolia.
Another victory, Excellency. Allow me to congratulate you. General Hu Yanzhou, with every day that passes, becomes more and more popular. Popular with court and people. His soldiers worship him. It's fortunate you're not a jealous man. Even so, sir, might it not be possible to ally yourself with him? I discussed this with the Emperor. Cao Chu, it is felt you might like to marry his son to your cousin.
Really, yes. The lady is young to marry.
Yes, but no sooner had I had my thought, when I remembered someone told me the general had vowed lifelong celibacy. And so how can a celibate have any sort of son at all?
Oh, everyone has a few small secrets like that. Still useful. Find out who the boy's mother was.
I shall, Prime Minister. For many years you've been the general right here, so you mustn't say you don't know. Not just the Premier, but the Emperor himself wants this match. You must tell me what is the secret of that boy's birth. I don't have to tell you I'll keep your confidence, but I must know so that I can be prepared. A just simple man, you and I, better not all like that at the court. But if we know the truth, then we can guard against them. You can see that, of course. The marriage for the boy which the Emperor likes.
Uyeni,
Sir,
something grave. I'm afraid you'll have to resign your commission in the Imperial Guard. We must be above reproach, so that even other ranks should must show 3 generations of unblemished family.
Yes, of course, sir.
Then you will have to resign. Years ago, the then Colonel Hu Yanqiu had a battle with the bandits on Mount Weitai. Their chief and his woman, a lady fencer, were both killed there. Hu Yanqiu discovered they left a young baby. That child was yourself.
It's a lie.
He had no wife. The general has sworn chastity throughout his life. No, there's no good cause, is there? Since the general is so successful to embarrass him with it. Don't despair. See if we can't find a way out. Some wonderfully heroic deed that earns you your own commission.
Anything.
Liang Shanpo would do it. Lin Chung killed by you. Destroy both, and who could say? You'd not wiped out your disgrace and earned a commission.
You told him. You told that stinking courtier.
Let's look at it another way, my boy. Bastardy and being the orphan of bandits, it's not the end of the world. The general adopted you, so he must feel something for you. Show him how you love him, how you've risen above your blood. Burn Liang Shanpo and kill Lin Chung for your father.
When the tide turned and the invaders went home, the general returned to the capital. He sent ahead to ask that there be no celebration. Friends as well as enemies were dead.
Hu Yanqiu, China thanks you.
Or the Emperor.
His Majesty, pleased to receive this report. I know you're just back. Now you must go to Liang Shanpo.
Liang Shanpo?
That's right. Your soldiers are feeling full of themselves. Use them before the glow is gone. Your son has already gone, leading a few keen and sturdy recruits.
Hu Yanyi. And you? Why did you let him go?
Why not? He's a keen young lad, too. Liang Shanpo's grown careless since Lin Chung's travels, according to intelligence. So now it could be taken. You'll take it to help that son of yours. Help or revenge. Hu Yanqiu. But you have to hurry, because he won't wait. When you've taken it, we may be able to overlook the disgrace you have brought upon the guards. Your son has discovered his origins. He has gone to wipe out the shame to repay his foster father.
Why? Forgive me. My fault, all of it. Gao Qiu drink. Could I know he's using? See, I pay with my life. So very. Forgive me, Master.
No!
Quietly. It's an attack! Sound the alarm! Give the signal! Attack! Attack! Imperial Guards from the southeast base.
How many?
Doesn't army, I didn't count. Enough of them. They are Imperial Guards.
All of you, take your positions!
Maybe we can get through here.
They're all around us!
Attack! Attack! Die! I'll kill her.
Lim Chong! It's Hu Yanzhou's son! You fool!
All right, finish it.
Hu Yani, did your father order this?
Cao Chu did it. And why not? I'm an Imperial Guard, aren't I? Anyway, he's not my real father.
What did you say?
He's not my father. I'm the son of some bandit leader. So then, I had to show what I'm made of. So silly. You and I, two bandits. And lying here dying. They just told me who I was. And I was ashamed. So I had to die, didn't I?
Who told you that?
Cao Chu. And it's true.
Musaya, some wine.
Yeah.
You are. Aren't you? You are. What you are. Bandit or son of great. Generals.
You know he loves you because you are his son.
He is my father. He'll be proud. At least I tried.
Hu Yani.
He's...
A brave boy, and yet he died for nothing. As if fighting us could make the general love him more. Poor boy. How true, He could have wanted all this. What if he planned for the boy to die so his father would avenge him? General Hu Yanzhou.
Lin Chung,
Where's the army you'll need to destroy us?
coming!
Very well then. General Hu Yanzhou, sir. I ask you to delay a little while you mourn your son.
He's dead?
This man bravely attacked Lian Shanpo with a handful of soldiers. He was killed by an arrow.
I gave him a sword.
There's no blood on it but his own blood.
I'm glad you didn't use your sword to kill for a lie. You were always my son, and I loved you as I loved myself. Hoyini. Lin Chung. I must be able to tell the Emperor. Lin Chung, I tried to kill you. Oh! Fight! Lin Chung, you've lost nothing of the way of being a swordsman. Nor have you. Chaos evil, yet China will last forever.
Yes!
I think you're wrong, but I won't serve an evil man.
You serve him by not opposing him.
General. Farewell.
Everything the general held dear is ended now. Everything needed to show him that he is one of the 9 heroes has happened. Why then does the general ride away? With his quiet, deep philosophy, already the general begins to see tragedy and even revolution as just an irrelevant game. Here, he is wrong. The sage may withdraw from the world. There are times when nothing can be done, but he must always see the world as it really is, for there are times, too, when something must be done. No revolution brings perfection, only change is eternal. If a man can change when the time has come to change, then he will become great.